geometric sequence, the fifth, sixth, and seventh terms of a geometric progression are 8k, a nice minus 12 constant, and 2k respectively, given that k is negative. Take note of that. Find the sum to infinity of this progression. Okay. We have a common ratio formula where we have the second term divided by the first term will be equal to the third term divided by the second term. It's a way of finding the common ratio. Or here we're doing, obviously we can't use our first, second, third, so it doesn't matter. We can apply it to later terms once we have them in sequence. So let's have a look. Let's make sure we get it correct. You could even write it out, fifth, sixth, seventh, so it might be clearer visually. So our fifth was 8k, sixth is minus 12, and seventh term is 2k. So let's rewrite them using this. So our second in this case would be the minus 12 as in the sixth. Just be careful. Minus 12 over fifth. Seventh over sixth. So just checking it, just make sure you're happy with that. And multiply across, so minus 12 squared is equal to 8k times 2k. Put out all your little steps just to make sure. So 144, positive 144, is 16k squared. And from there, you could use your calculator, of course. You have access to a calculator. In grade 11, you'll have plus or minus 3 when you cancel your square on both sides. So we were given that k is negative. So we know that k is, of course, minus 3. Okay, sum to infinity. We need a and or. Okay, we have to go find some information before we continue. So therefore, we need to find a. We only have our fifth, sixth, and seventh. So we have to kind of set out a little way of doing this. So 3, 4, 5. And then we have our sixth. 8 times k. So we could do it just immediately. 8 times k. 8 times minus 3 is minus 24. Minus 12 is our sixth. And 2 times minus 3 is, of course, minus 6. Okay. I can see a trend. 6, 12, 48, this next one. There's a number of ways you could check that. Minus 24 is our fifth, sixth. That was the fifth, actually. Anyway. 192. And our first was 384. Let me just check I did that correctly. First, second, third, fourth. That was the fifth, of course. Sixth, seventh. All right. A is minus 384. With k over here, okay, that was fine. We've got a now, and we need or. What's the difference between these? Again, or you can check the trend of it, or you can do a little calculation, dividing one by the other. should be pretty obvious that it's 0.5 or a half, fraction or decimal. Therefore, start doing our sum to infinity. A minus 384 divide by 1 minus the half, or 0.5. Plug it into your calculator and you should get that sum. So if you went and added them all together, you get a minus 768. So your final answer is the sum to infinity of this regression.